Okay. So, guys, we're now coming to, well, the big one for the individuals, man. We're coming to the big one to the individual, and that is player of the season. Who is your player of the season? So, for me, there are two names here. And the two names for me are Benzema and Kante. And my thing is, it's down to criteria. I think if you look at throughout from start to where we are right now, from the start of the season to where we are right now, for the whole season, Benzema has been the best player in the world in terms of just his goal scoring, his passing, his football, his balance, his link-up play, just his overall performance in games and so forth, coming clutch. He has just really been throughout. But the issue with Kante is Kante has the dud argument in terms of maybe because Kante obviously suffered based on that psychopath known as Francis Homeboy. But once Francis Homeboy decided to now go back to school and actually learn about coaching, Kante then came alive. And the thing that Kante has is man of the match in both CL semis against Real Madrid and man of the match in the final. I'm like, bruh, man, that's crazy. So here's my thing. If it's down to the Ballon d'Or, and for me, Ballon d'Or for me is, let's keep it, it's about moments. So if it's about moments, it goes to Kante. So Kante for me gets it in terms of big moments, degree of difficulty, dud, and he's my Ballon d'Or thing. But if we're just trying to be technical and who's been the best player overall throughout this season, for me, Benzema. So Benzema gets my pick for player of the season. Kante is still my Ballon d'Or pick. Darren, who's the player of the season?
All right, I'm gonna say what H really, really want to say. The player of the season goes to Angola Arushagu, the first of his name Kante. This man carried Chelsea to ECL. And I understand what you said with Benzema, but for me, to be best, you still got to win something. And unfortunately, this year Benzema didn't win a trophy. So to me, it has to go to N'Golo Kante. And honorable mention goes to my boy. I found on there, Lukaku. I know when they hate me, flame me in the comment section. I don't care. But Kante is my player of the year.
Okay. And Volta.
Mitchell, shouldn't we wait till the Euro finish to do best player of the season? Because that's gonna change everybody.
But remember, I said season, not the year, season. So this is just of the.
Right.
Because remember, this is the end of season, so this is just for the domestic season. Obviously, that is a whole category because that's really about Ballon d'Or and Player of the Year. But this is just player of the domestic season, strictly the domestic season.
Okay, Benzema and Mbappe for me. I want to put Kante on there. It's just, don't get me wrong, but the thing about Kante, he wasn't consistent to the entire season. He started picking up form, I would say, maybe in the knockout season at Atletico Madrid, because he wasn't really that consistent. You could put him.
That's all that matters. That's all that.
You could put him there, but I'm just going back over the entire season. For me, it's Benzema and Mbappe. And if France somehow wins the Euro, I think one of them gonna win the Champions League over Kante just because Ballon d'Or attract attacking players more than defensive midfielder. It's sad what it is, but it is what it is. Those are I think Benzema if I had to pick.
Okay. What's it called? Sorry, before I come to Abdul man. So Hakim, thank you for the drop. Hakim says best goalkeeper is Menio from Lille. No debates. Look at the stats.
Thank you.
For
Look
me,
at the stats, bro.
So again, I'm not a stats merchant. I will review the stats, but even if the stats say that he's made all these super amazing saves, I always use the eye test. My thing is that when I look at the stats, how many wonderful ones?
He did it
how
for
many
38
difficult
games.
saves?
38 games. 38 games, HH. 38 games.
I know. But for me, maybe it's a good shout. I'm still saying Courtois. Abdul, who is your player of the season?
My player of the season is based on the player I think has had the biggest impact on his team.
Oh my God.
The biggest impact on his team. My player of the season has the most shots on goal, most goals, most chances created, most big chances created, most dribble attempts.
Drop the brick.
Wait, did you say most goals? Are you forgetting about Lewandowski?
In his league.
Who?
Messi. I said Lee.
He's gonna say Messi.
This guy, bro. Like, be objective,
Wait.
bro.
Give me one
Drop the
reason
brick.
why
Drop the
Benzema
brick.
is
Drop
better
the
than
brick,
Messi.
HH, please.
Abdul,
Shut
I'll
up,
give you
Abdul,
Abdul.
man. Shut
Abdul.
up,
You see this,
You're
Abdul.
really
Abdul.
no
Abdul.
wait.
You want me to give him a
Wait.
reason?
I told you what we're gonna argue. Abdul, you're really trying to put forth an argument of Messi being player of the season
Over.
because no, let me land because he bowled against Tapas Bar FC and this. Abdul, what did you do against Real Madrid
PSG,
twice?
he scored a banger. Against PSG, he scored a banger.
Who missed the penalty in that same
He
PSG
missed-
game?
He still scored a banger.
But
Bro,
who missed
and
the penalty in the game though?
He scored
Abdul.
a banger.
Okay, there.
Bro,
Okay,
and
okay,
Papa had a
okay,
hat
okay,
trick
Abdul.
at the
In La
no,
camp.
Liga,
wait.
Messi been
Easy.
so ass in La Liga, bro,
Abdul.
against the big
Wait,
clubs, bro.
Abdul. What did he do in both games against Atletico?
He
What did
created
he
the
do?
biggest chances. He created the biggest
Yeah.
chances.
What did he do against Real
But
Madrid?
the thing is,
Why
the
Drop
thing
the
is,
brick. Drop the
against
brick.
Sevilla,
you're
bro?
holding him against his own standards.
Oh gosh.
If this was,
So
if,
Abdul,
Messi,
Abdul,
if
Abdul.
another player did what
No.
Messi did,
Let him talk.
let me finish. If another player did what Messi did this season, you would call him the best. How can Benzema? You know, people say, look, Benzema has less goals, but he's done it against tougher teams, right? That's what people say. That's what you say. But let me tell you one thing, HH. All right, and I don't care if you disagree. This is how it is. It can be harder to score against a Real Betis, a Getafe, than it is to score against.
You're right.
Barcelona.
Against Villarreal, it's very
It
hard to
can
score
be
against.
tougher.
It's
You know why?
very
Because
hard,
they sit
man.
back
I mean, yeah.
in
Yeah,
and
it's very hard to score against Villarreal. So
Yeah. It's so hard to score against Villarreal.
approved
So
by the eye
hard.
test.
Nah.
Oh my
Because-
goodness.
The eye test.
Nah.
It's on the eye test.
So Abdul, so basically, my thing. So you're telling me that Messi has been a better player overall this season than Benzema because he's been able to carry Barcelona to a Copa del Rey trophy.
But you have an agenda because he didn't just do that. He almost did the double role. He almost did the double.
Almost doesn't get me the
What did
candy. I
Benzema
want the
do?
candy.
And what did Benzema carry Real Madrid to? A trophyless season?
Drop the brick. Drop the brick. Drop the brick. Drop the brick.
Abdul, my thing is that it's based on what the individual has done
Yeah.
and how the individual has contributed. And my thing
Who
is that
scored the most goals?
wait. Abdul, my
Who
thing
has
is
the
like
most assists?
Lewandowski scored the most goals.
when
By the way,
Messi.
Messi have more penalties. Benzema didn't have penalties.
Wait, Abdul, my thing is when you use this whole Messi argument, people say because we can't just look at just raw numbers. Football isn't NBA or NFL. We have to look beyond the
Who
numbers.
created the most chances? Who completed
As
the most passes?
I said again, we can't. I'm not a stats merchant here.
Yeah.
When we look at Messi, okay, cool, commendable, and so forth. But I'm sorry, it means nothing. It's pointless because if all you can give me is a Copa del Rey, for me, a Copa del Rey is almost as worth as trophyless.
What
For
did
me,
Benzema give you?
there's little difference between going trophyless and winning a Copa del
What
Rey.
did
They're
Benzema
almost the
give you?
same thing. But do you know how many times Benzema came clutch for Real Madrid? Do you know how
What
much
did he-
Benzema contributed?
What
And
did he give you?
also Abdul, Benzema's goal, that goal that he scored against Chelsea for me is worth more than what Messi did because as good as Messi's goal against PSG, you went and missed a penalty. So it's
Yeah.
negated that goal. That
What
he
did he give
scored.
you?
Did Messi have to suffer over 63 injuries? Did Messi have to?
But
Did
what did they
Barca
give
have to
you?
go to a lot of injury this season?
I don't, bro. They played the same amount of games. Messi created and scored more. I don't care against who. If it was so easy to score against Betis, why didn't Benzema score against Betis?
Abdul, you
you're
can't
being
be making
biased.
an
You're
argument
being
for
biased.
scoring against Betis.
I'm
man.
not
No,
being
look,
biased.
You're being biased,
Look,
Abdul.
no.
Nah.
That's wait, look,
Respect, Abdul.
it's Abdul's point and so forth. I fully reject it and so forth, but it's his choice and so forth. But for me, I said that's complete bogus, man. But yes, aside, who's your player of the season?
HH, it's easily my player of the season is between two players, Benzema and N'Golo Kante, and I have to give it to N'Golo Kante. And guys, the saddest thing is that a lot of us, after the Champions League final, we're thinking, you know what, this guy N'Golo Kante, he should win the Ballon d'Or. But the reason why he will not win the Ballon d'Or because there's more people in power that think like Abdul. That will make an argument for Messi.
Because Messi bowled against
Yeah.
Lugo.
So that's they're gonna make an argument to give it to Messi, and it's like it's one of those things where like yes, Messi. He's so good. He's so talented. One of the greatest players of all. No one is taking anything away from that. Well, in my opinion, he's a gift to football, and I'm going to that extent. But to say that he had a better season than N'Golo Kante, guys, I mean, I don't understand how you can say that.
Yeah, so can I ask you one question, just quickly?
Yeah. Go ahead.
N'Golo Kante had his team in 8th place in February.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I mean, Messi finished third. Barcelona finished third this season.
And you finished fourth.
Abdul, what did Messi do in the UCL, the most elite competition? What did Messi do? What did Messi do against PSG?
He scored a banger against PSG.
I know, but see, Abdul, you keep saying that, but you don't want to say what happened after that amazing goal. You just say when I say that
he missed the penalty.
Thank you.
It's not his fault that his team let in 4 goals.
But then look.
If he scores the penalty, it changes the course of the game.
But it's not his fault that he scored 2 goals and it wasn't enough to get them through.
But it is his fault that he missed the penalty, because scoring that penalty would have changed the course of the game.
Yes, here's the thing. When you say the best player, you gotta look at what player where his impact in his team propelled his team to a higher degree than all the other players in the world football, and that was N'Golo Kante. And then if you could say anything you want, you can discredit him, you can say he didn't have a good game, this game, but then with crucial moments, especially in the Champions League, where Chelsea had no business in it, what's so crazy? I was watching it was the guy who played for Jamie Carragher. It was Jamie Carragher, the Liverpool guy. They were in this in America. We have CBS. They were talking about the game, and they say if there was one player that will walk into this Manchester City team, it was N'Golo Kante. The guy this season has been so good, especially in this competition in the Champions League. Like Real Madrid, he was a difference. Actually, I guess Real Madrid, he was a difference. I guess Manchester City, he was the difference. Guys, if I know he's not going to win the Ballon d'Or, and it's gonna be very, very sad, because yes, 2010 I argue for Messi, even though Snyder deserved it, but this one is it's almost cruel. I feel like this will actually be an insult to football if N'Golo Kante does not win the Ballon d'Or. I really think so. I think it will be a crime. That's just my opinion.
Okay. Core, talk to me, man. Your player of the season.
Yeah, without a question of a doubt, Kante, he's achieved everything. He's achieved everything you need in football. I don't know what else he hasn't achieved. like the guy has achieved everything you can ever think about, So World Cup, Champions League, Premier League, what else do you really want from him? You understand what I'm trying to say? 2 Premier League titles, I just, and then you have a guy who's literally saying, a guy who drinks ginger ale the whole time. His room is always messy, and his mom is telling him to clean up his mess, and he just cannot clean up his mess. Come on, man! This mess, this guy who makes the mess on the floor.
Okay, all right.
You're the worst.
You're the worst. Jamal, who's the player of the season?
Garbage.
Jamal, who's the player of the season? Jamal, talk to me.
Cool. Send me some of your good stuff, bro.
Jamal, who's the player of the season? Jamal.
Yeah, man. For me, it's Benzema. As I'm saying it, and I'm gonna say it again. This guy has been playing with bricks like Eden Hazard, who only scored 4 goals this season.
Speak on it.
Sensio, who hasn't been the same guy since he's come back from his injury. And Vinicius, this guy is inconsistent. If you go in the dictionary and you look up inconsistent, you will see Vinicius Jr. That is how inconsistent this guy is. So yeah,
He was
man.
playing
For
against
me,
Benzema,
it's
bro.
been a carry job. Yeah, for me this season, Benzema, it's been a carry job. This guy's come clutch, scored goals, and yeah, man, all the disrespect you get from them CR7 fanboys, look at him now. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
But it could change in the Euros though. If Kante have a big Euros, it's Angola. But
They're
for now,
playing the
Benzema.
same team, guys. That's so wild to me.
Wait. But before I come to Zima, let me just hit this, man. So from Hakim, thank you for the help, Hakim. So Hakim says, Abdul, so Simi from Crotone has 20 goals. So does that mean he's therefore better than Benzema? Do you can't just use the arbitrary statistic of goals or goal chance creation and so forth. You have to look beyond the numbers. So as good as Messi's numbers are, it is stats padding. Stats padding doesn't give you the dub of player of the season. You need to do it in the big games. You need to come clutch. And against the biggest teams, Messi became Casper the Ghost. Zima, who's your player of the season?
Yeah, man. I have a few problems with people only going by the notions of just big games in general, and that's it. My thing is, if it's based on performance, if we look at it from a team standpoint, we would always say it's not about only defeating the big games. It's about what you do throughout the whole season. So for me, it's 38 games, and if you score a certain amount of goals amongst those 38, regardless of whether they're big or small, you deserve to be a candidate. Now, in terms of who I think should win it, I think for me, overall, I would say N'Golo Kante. Overall, if we're including, impact, if we're including consistency in the middle of the park, he's been one of the most consistent midfielders amongst all. I would say N'Golo Kante because he's not only like revolutionized Chelsea, he's also brought in like this guy is an absolute monster. He's not only able to drive the ball to the final third, he's able to defend. He's all encompassing in terms of what it means to be a midfielder. So for me, N'Golo Kante deserves it. Now, let's be honest, the Ballon d'Or is made for strikers, attackers. It doesn't favor center mids. Look at when Modric won it. When Modric won it, it was the case of he was so superior to other midfielders that he had to win it because of his World Cup performance. And that's the type of performance that N'Golo Kante is going to have to perform. Unlike Mbappe, who doesn't have to perform to that extent. He doesn't have to go to that extent. So for me, it's a matter of Mbappe's going to win it for me. It's going to be Mbappe's year.
Before I come,
Uber Eats, bro.
Wait, easy. Before I come to YSK Jackson. Before I come to YSK, no, it's all a popularity contest. Before I come to YSK Jackson, let me reach this. So, thank you for the dub, Chris OO. Thank you for the dub. And Abdul, I want you to listen to this closely, Abdul. Chris says, I am a Barca fan, HH. If they don't give Kante all the individual awards, football is finished.
Yeah, he deserves it, bro.
From a Barca fan.
He deserves it.
Come on, bro. All right, Abdul, you need to, because I'm setting up a change.org to get Kante the Ballon d'Or, man. So the way this is going to happen.
We got to push this, HH. We have to push it.
And also, I don't give a damn whether change.org is for political. This is political, okay? It is.
Well, your agenda be he's the first. He's the last African to win the Ballon d'Or ever since George Weah.
Well, he's French though, so he's technically African, but he's French. But it is what it is.
Nah, he's African.
Stand up. YSK Jackson, talk to me. Who is your player of the season?
I'm gonna hold on Kante until the Euros because
player of the season as a right. No, this is for the domestic season. The football club season.
All right. Guys, I'm gonna have to say, I know you lot don't rate stats that much, but if we're talking individually for a whole season, I'm gonna have to say Lewandowski. The guy has been, and you want to talk about big games in the Champions League. He didn't really get the chance to even compete and compete in the big games. And let's be honest, if he was available against PSG, I think that game would have been a different story, personally.
Yeah.
Especially with the amount of chances that they created. So, I think his stats and the record that Gerd Muller's record that he broke, you can call the league, trash all you want, but nobody has broken that record up until him. So, And his stats are crazy, bro. 44 games, 53 goals.
That's mad. That's mad.
And
mad.
10 assists. So that's 60 plus contributions in 44 games. So that's you got to respect that. So I'm gonna say Lewandowski.
Muntaha, man, your player of the season, Muntaha.
Okay, so look, man, like when we talk about the player of the season, right? We just don't talk about goals. We talk about performances, as Abdul mentioned, right? But like for me, Messi didn't have that kind of performances. He had 4 penalties in Champions League. He scored it, right? If I'm not mistaken, 4 penalties and 1 goal, open goal against PSG, and 5 penalties in La Liga. That's why he is the highest scorer. Otherwise, he might be tied up with Benzema. Let's say and we didn't get any penalties this season, hardly 3 or 2. So yeah, so let me come to the main point. Best player for me is about the bigger stage. That's always been my case. So for me, best player it's between N'Golo Kante and Karim Benzema. And when I talk about team, I mean both the players were excellent for the team, the crucial players. And if both of them are missing, I don't think so the team can go far into their respective competitions as well. It's difficult, man. But you know what, HH? That semi-final, two legs, and the final goes to Kante, man.
Yeah,
because that was a difference maker between, for me, Benzema and Kante. I mean, yeah, Benzema scored clutch goal, but for me, Kante has been the best player in the world football. You know what? The most dribbles he completed in the semi-final. Like he pretty much pocketed De Bruyne and taught him how to play as a midfielder technically. And even with ball and without ball. So I mean, he taught some of he taught some of the midfielders some generational midfielders like Modric, Cruz, and all these guys. Casemiro, he taught them lesson. You know what?
Yes,
this is how you play midfielding. This is
he
how
made him
you
look
do
old,
that.
Muntaha. He made him look old.
And not just he was fast. He was excellent technically. Look at his IQ of football. Okay. Passing, decision making, everything. I mean, bro.
Because I was shocked because before that Real Madrid game, I was like, man, how is Chelsea going to cope with the trio that gave you 3 seals in a row? Like, this is the trio, the midfield trio.
Kante is like, I got it. I got it with a smile.
By the way, by the way, hatred. When you saw, right, our 3 midfielders, what he faces, right? We don't care about what Mason Mount. Mason Mount didn't do any big difference against us. Okay, people might say, look at the goal we scored. Bro, that was just tap in, bro. Okay? Bro, we was like so confused how to deal this guy.
Monta, don't tell that to Queen Elizabeth II. She won't like it.
Monta, bro.
By the way, I'm not a British citizen like you, hatred. So you need to care about that, not me.
Monta, bro. Who was your
hatred? I'm on, bro. You know what, Loki? Hatred. I'm on my ILR, bro. So I need to be cautious.
Wait. You live in the UK?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
What? You can't live in the UK?
Yeah.
Bro, where in the UK? Where in the UK?
No.
So you and HSK,
you don't live in the
UK. Whoa.
You don't live in
the UK. I didn't know you were in. I thought you were like in I thought you were like in Mordor or something. Like some good of stupid. Yeah. We're the same island. We are on the same freaking island.
Well, I'm not going to meet you ever, huh? Because bro, I hate you, bro. You're going to make fucking like all jokes aside.
I wanted an autograph, bro. I wanted an autograph.
No. Because the bit about this, I think I told you, like we've never seen what Jujuman looks like. We've never seen what Mane looks like. So I think that's a mystery is what keeps things interesting.
Yeah.
Because now if like I now see Muntaha, the mystery will be destroyed. So now I'm like, because I think Muntaha looks like Gandalf.
Speaking of Mane,
I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
Speaking of Mane,
so basically, I want the vision that while we're doing this, Muntaha is like is like on a broomstick fighting. What's it called? Is that the Witch King and so forth as he's doing this? That's my vision. So, yeah.
Speaking of Mane, he's back. Mane is back.
I know. Cool. Thank you, bro. Thank you,
bro. Who was your forward of the year?
Forward of the year, I said it, bro. Mbappe.
But Benzema wasn't forward of the year.
No, because if I say Benzema, it's so obvious, man. It's like, oh, Madrid fan. So
No. But truly, who do you think is the forward of the year?
Yeah,
truly
Benzema
for me is
carried.
Mbappe. No, it's Mbappe for me. Honestly,
so, bro,
because,
how can you say Benzema's player of the season
no, because it's more than
if he can't
just
even be
forward.
best in his own position?
No, that's not how it is, bro. Because for me, it's more than just scoring goals. Mbappe was a typical attacker. For me, Benzema's like link-up play more than Mbappe. He did more job than Mbappe. He was more involved, into the game than Mbappe. So that's how I think.
Also, side note as well.
Mm-hmm. And he has better goal scoring numbers than Mbappe.
Also for guys, also side note as well. Aragon is trash. You can't call yourself a main character if you can't even defeat Sauron, and Sauron is the greatest villain of all time. I'm sorry.
No. Is this another narrative?
How good is Aragon really? How good is he really? Who did he defeat in all three films?
He had a film named after him. How can he not be the main character?
Did he ever fight Sauron? Did he ever fight Sauron face to face? Did he ever fight Sauron in a one-word? No, he never did.
What is that?
We need to have a Lord of the Rings discussion.
Yeah, HH, can I ask you a question about this?
Discussion?
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
We're here discussing Benzema a lot and Kante a lot and Mbappe a lot. Do you guys realize they are on the same national
team? Yeah.
That's wild.
If France wins the Euros, Kante takes it.
No,
that's not true.
He has to take it, but they're gonna give it to Mbappe. They're gonna give it to Mbappe.
No. This is what we were discussing. First of all, Kante is screwed. He's screwed. Like, it's almost impossible. If France win the Euros and Mbappe or Benzema pop off, they're winning the Ballon d'Or. If Mbappe pops off, Kante doesn't have a chance. Mbappe's getting it because it's about
same with
marketability.
Same
like
with
Cristiano
Messi as well.
Put it this way: Kante's only chance is if neither France, Portugal, or Argentina win anything this summer. Because if let's say England, Italy, or so forth, then they'll be like, okay, it's more of a team thing. Then Kante will have a chance. But if either Portugal, France, or Argentina win something this summer, Kante doesn't have a chance.
The responsibility is on us, though. It's on us as the fans. We need to push this narrative.
Oh no!
Yes,
it's about
we're not strong enough. We're not strong enough.
It's about marketability. Yes. The kids outnumber us. The kids outnumber us.
They already decided.
Do you want to know?
Can I complete my point, bro?
Wait, finish your point.
Yeah. So for me, man, this guy has been teaching us a midfielding, bro, too. 3 of our generational midfielders. I mean, and then he taught midfielding lessons to Pep Guardiola, who was like,
he's
bro,
like, you're not gonna play DM. You can't do this. You're not gonna.
Bro,
play
you know what's funny?
Really?
You know what's funny? I know I'm going a bit off topic, but this is really important. To
man.
note that, bro. When I saw the lineup, I said, I think so. There might be some Google does mistakes. You know what I mean? So I was looking for Fernandinho here and there, or Rodri. I said, no Fernandinho, Rodri. You're kidding me, bro.
It is wild because everybody said it in the beginning. Everyone said,
"No, because
not DM."
His arrogance. Because as I said in the preview, if City had won, who gets all of the praise? Pep.
Yeah,
he gets all the praise. So it was in his arrogance. He said, "You know what? If we win, we're going to win based on my bold lineup and so forth." So, guys, look, man, let's not get down to where things get really interesting right now. So,
is he under review? By the way, Pep.
Yes, he's under review.
Okay,
under review.
Has to be.
So
that's it.
Where's Mourinho at?
Guys,
never lost a CL final.
No, where's Mourinho at?
Never lost a CL final.
I just want to know where.
Never lost a CL final.
Where's Mourinho?
Brick, shush, guys, we're in it. So, guys, brick of the season, and I want to split this in two. This is the brick player of the season. The brick